Mic check, mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. I think September the 24th, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Here in Starksville, Mississippi. Of course, you can see that Stark Vegas, as they call it. I'm here working on a construction site. These cameras, they do time lapse on construction. They monitor the work progress of the worker from start to finish. This camera just went offline, and I had to come out and service it.
2,000 years later.
Man. Yeah, as I was saying, I just fixed that camera, and now I'm just waiting. Yeah. Sitting around waiting. Sitting on top of this roof up here. Sitting in the shade, letting the breeze blow. Looking at this stadium. Just chilling until they call me back. It's sometime, man, this contractor life, it sucks sometimes. But at the same token, man, I get to do what I want. I get to move around as I please. There's nobody controlling my schedule. It's ups and downs of having a business for yourself. This entrepreneur lifestyle, it's alright. It's cool. It's got its days though. Today been one of them days. It's been a trying day being up here on top of this roof by myself. I've been cursing out all kind of motherfuckers. I've been cursing out all type of people up here. Ain't nobody around but me. It's just the heat, man. The heat is unbearable, especially on top of the roof. And I do a lot of work like this. I can't wait till the weather changes just a little bit. Today is better than the last couple of weeks though. The last few weeks I've been working on this construction site in Canton. It's an Amazon data center they building out there, and I monitor the I monitor the cameras out there. The cameras are on like some big trailers, and they all have kind of like Wi-Fi radios on them. I guess you could, trying to explain it the best way I can so you understand. You got like Wi-Fi radios on them, and they send out signals to different trailers out there. You got like 12 or I think it's like 10 or 11 trailers, I think it is, out there. And if you just move one of them off just a hair, they all go offline. So that's where I've been hanging out for this. That's where I've been this summer. I'm surprised I'm not darker, but it's been a trying summer. It's been a long summer. Got a couple of other things happening, but man, life is life, man. That's it. Stuff happens, and you gotta know how to block it out. stay focused and keep going forward. And you can't worry about the mistakes, you know, the fuck ups, what you didn't do right. And of course, I ain't just talking about no job. I ain't talking about the job. You know, I'm talking about we're talking about life, period. And that's with anything, whatever you are, whatever you do. You can't worry about the old shit, the old stuff. I'm sorry. Can't worry about the old stuff. You just have to keep thinking positive. You know, the more positive you think, the more positive stuff will keep coming. The more negative you are, you're gonna get that too. So, you know, but this world, it's hard to stay positive. And you know, that's kind of where I was going with this contractor lifestyle, this entrepreneurship lifestyle, man. You gotta constantly be have a forward thinking, have a positive mindset, you know, because with the distractions of everything, everything will throw you off. That's all. Damn, these folks taking a long time to call me back. Golly. You know how long I've been up here? I've probably been up here probably about 2 hours, I think. I was just like, man, let me just get on here and just say something. You know, all you young people out there that don't know what you want to do with your life, you know, you just got out of high school, or you're in high school, or you're in college, you know, if you want things to change in your life, sometimes you got to change the things in your life. And I hope you track it, what I'm saying. Things it could be many things. It could be a whole bunch of stuff. Environment, friends, your job, how you eat, how you sleep, relationships. You might even have to change where you live, the state you live in, or whatever. I don't know. But you know, despite the losses, you gotta change your thinking. That's all. That's pretty much where, you know, the root of everything. It's just how we think. If you're not flourishing like you think you should be, you gotta change this. You gotta change that mind of yours, you know. I just by chance found this shade, because man, as soon as you step out right there, I see it. Yeah, as soon as you step out right there, bacon. You talking about hot. I had to use my phone. For hotspot for my laptop. To try to get into that camera. I don't know if y'all can see it over there. Let me see. See, can I turn it on? But I did. I think I showed it to you. Yeah, that camera there. There's only like one plug over there, so I had to go to the store. Had to make a store run, go get a surge protector, because my laptop was dying. My phone is dying. I need my phone to get on Wi-Fi. The laptop that I initially came out here with, every time I would plug my Ethernet cord into the Wi-Fi, into the laptop, my Wi-Fi would die. It just would cut out. You know, the people that I'm contracted to do the work with, they have to remote into the camera to make configurations and stuff. And every time I would make that connection, the Wi-Fi would go dead. Therefore, they couldn't do the remote configurations. You know, mess with the settings and stuff. That's what I'm saying. So, trying to fix that for I don't know how long. You know, I just went to the store and just bought another laptop. Yep, I just had to go to the store and buy another one. I came here to make money, and I'm losing money. Came here to make some and lost some. But you know, like I was saying earlier, you have to keep thinking on the bright side of things. You cannot be negative, because if you do that, the rest of the day will be negative. The rest of the week, the rest of the month, the rest of the year, all of that. So, yeah. You know, yeah, I lost a little money today, but I feel like, you know, that laptop that I bought is more updated than the one I got. So, you know, over time, it'll pay for itself. That's the way I look at it. That's the way I'm looking at it, rather. You know, any of the tools that I have to buy, it'll pay for itself. And then at the other side of it, you know, hey, you know, you got to ask yourself, man, what is all of this for in the first place? You know, at some point, you know, I'll get older, and you know, time will go by or whatever, and you know, none of this stuff that I'm spending money on or getting mad about or whatever, it won't even matter. 100 years from now, this stuff won't even matter. So, I don't know, that thinking sometimes. You gotta be thinking ahead of time, all the time. You know, so, you know, with my thinking, how I'm thinking, you know, the main thing is just peace. That's it. You know, I can wake up with security, not worrying about being forced to do stuff against my will. You know, I can go to sleep with security, you know, knowing that, you know, where I am is safe for the moment. You know, so, you know, I'll praise to the Most High for that. And, you know, those little small things like that, you know, we kind of overlook because of the constant distractions of life. We can overlook some stuff, you know. But the main thing is peace, man. You can't beat it. And you ain't got to go to the mountaintop or go out of town, go on a cruise to get peace. It's all in the mind. Yep, everything is in your mind. If I want peace, I just sit for a minute and I've been on this thing 15 minutes.